buttercups, it's time for a roast, and the 6-minute saga will skewer the most. Absurd liberal circus is clogging the streets with snowflake parades and hypocrisy beats. From NYC to LA, they're wailing and whining about ICE doing jobs while they're virtue signaling. Picture the scene, a bad SNL skit where the punchline's defund, but they can't commit. Massey's flag fiasco, what a sight to behold. Over 2,000 fools in the rain and the cold, waving inverted flags like it's deep and profound, equating border cops to the Klan, lost and unsound. March past Trump Tower, mariachi in tow, fighting oppression with tunes from a bad burrito show. No ICE, no KKK, no fascist USA, but if jobs were their chant, they'd all run away. Mayhem, ground zero for tears. Thousands in snow, braving blizzards and fears, banging pots and pans like a kitchen gone mad. Outside ICE hotels, man, that's just sad. Demanding justice for Renee Good's wild ride. She clipped an agent, but that's brushed aside. Ilhan Omar blocked all the tyranny well, but bureaucracy's fine when it's not in their tail. LA snowflakes serve, suburban and woke, 100 shut streets with puppets and smoke. Aztec dancers twirl with giant birds high, sitting in lawn chairs, revolution, oh my. Signs melting in rain, arguments too, yelling about rights while gangs get a pass through. Burning Man vibes in a pity parade, tailgating treason, yeah, that's how it's played. Tailgating treason, yeah, that's how it's played. Hey, hey, ho, this protest gotta go. Upside down flags and frog suits in the snow, screaming about fascists while ignoring the facts. Liberal lunacy, it's all just an act. Abolish the ICE, but keep the lattes hot. Ranting in rain while the signs turn to snot. Absurdity reigns in this clown show parade. Smart ass alert, y'all just got played. Hey, ho, ho, this protest gotta go. Upside down flags and frog suits in the snow, screaming about fascists while ignoring the facts. Liberal lunacy, it's all just a knack. Abolish the ICE, but keep the lattes hot. Ranting in rain while their signs turn to snot. Absurdity reigns in this clown show parade. Smart ass alert, y'all just got played. Austin's arrest, antiques, zip ties and fights. Dozens detained under bright Texas lights, blocking the roads, throwing snowballs like pros, and cry brutality when the pepper spray flows. Boca rats and slap fight, battery charge, protest and violence that's living large. Mirror, mirror on the wall so near, your hypocrisy showing loud and clear. Philly burbs woke, even grandma's in shock. 200 vigils with chains round the block. Renee Good Day declared by the gov, what a hoot. Canonizing resistance like it's absolute. No hate banners wave, but silence on crime. Upside down flags in the burb sublime, raging at firemen for dousing their blaze. Liberal logic in a hypocritical haze. Now nationwide nothing is over 1,000 strong, from Atlanta's marches to Portland's frog throng. Soros funded scripts, AC Luke Hughes, marching bands blaring spotlights harassing the crews. Emotional silences and screams, kid with a snowball gets a pepper dreams. All outrage, no fixes, theatrical flair. LARPing rebels from heated car air. And for 6, DC's White House weep in the pouring down rain. Silence is pointed, then chaos again. Frog suit ship nationwide, meme war revive. From alt-right roots to lefty survive. 1,000 events in all 50 states. Tiny towns join in the pitted debates while ice wrist lives busting threats in the night. These clowns play pretending they feel good fight. Pretending they feel good fight. Hey, hey, ho, ho, this protest gotta go. Upside down flags and frog suits in the snow. Screaming about fascists while ignoring the facts. Liberal lunacy, it's all just an act. Abolish the ice but keep the lattes hot. Ranting and rain while the signs turn to snot. Absurdity reigns in this clown show parade. Smart ass alert, y'all just got played. Domesticated, it's punk and timid to sin. Remember the lesson, this is set in a sprint. And persistence is this, specify with a grin. Seems methods and flows, well they go it all up again.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Sights and Sounds of Earth for February 16th. My name's Ian. This is Starship Adventures, and I just got home moments ago. I got delayed with engineers and working on the studio, and we had a few little issues I wanted to try to get resolved, and by the time I got home, it was just 10 minutes ago. So I haven't even turned everything on yet. But we're going to go ahead and go with what we've got. Yeah, that's a little better. Way too much. Way too much light. Yeah. All right, there we go. Turn on some of the lights. All right, so there we go. That's a little better. All right, so what do we got going on? Yeah, there is quite a bit tonight, and we're going to go through a lot of it here on the show. So stay with us. Should be good. I expect to go about 2 hours tonight. We'll see how I feel. All right. What are you doing, Mama Kitty? She is all stretching out. What are you doing? I was only at work for like 5.5 hours, and 6.5 now with all the driving time. And she acts like I've been gone for another week. I'm here. Anyway. All right, so what do we got going on tonight? Well, there's a few things here and there we're going to discuss. Had some bad weather move through earlier, have some residual flood effects and stuff going on in California, north and south of the, and in the Los Angeles area. So we're watching that, a few different power outages as well. We're starting to see those pop up. The Las Vegas, right now, Clark County in Las Vegas, Nevada, about 3% of their power is out there. 4,290 customers without electricity in the county where Vegas sits. And then down here in La Paz County, and that's also in Nevada, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it's right here. 1,200 people without power. So this all came through. We've got these flood warnings over here, flood advisory. Also, this larger area here is just an area where we're watching for an enhanced risk of thunderstorms, but nothing major. There is no severe warnings. All this pink you see out here, this is all fire weather watch. And red flag warning. So you can see there what that is. There's a lot of those out there right now. All right, and Fuego is going. Kilauea has not. So what we're doing tonight is I switched it back around because Kilauea is not doing anything tonight, and Fuego is now going off again. Now, one of my top stories tonight that we're going to get to right now, we are going to get to the kidnapping, of course. We're also going to talk about famous actor Robert Duvall, who's passed away. We'll talk about him for a few minutes. Great actor, one of the big actors of our time, has passed away. But before we get to that, I do want to get to all of the seismic activity that's going on. There is an inordinately high amount of seismic activity just in the last, I don't know, 24 hours. And so I want to show you guys what that looks like here. There we go. I couldn't find the damn prompt. What's the deal? McNeil. All right, so I don't think I can. No, that did not do what I wanted it to do. I think it was this I wanted. Yeah, there we go. All right, so here we go. This is our seismic monitor, the seismic monitor. And let me set it in motion here. Look at this. Look at all the new seismic activity. Huge seismic activity. We've got a 6 near East Coast up there in the Russian Peninsula. And that one was pretty strong, a 6. I'm not aware of any sustained tsunami warnings, but look at all of this going on. I'm going to, let's see, how do I do that? Let me remember how to do it here. Oh, here we go, settings. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the past 2 weeks. And this is the last 48 hours, guys. This is the last 48 hours of seismic activity. And look at that. It's all across the globe. It's a bit disconcerting. I don't think there's anything necessarily going on, but yeah, it's a bit disconcerting. It's weird. Yeah, we are getting red flag warnings here on windy days. We are already in a drought that we normally wouldn't be in until May. So yeah, it's pretty rough right down here right now. We are in a flood. All right, so I'm going to leave this up, but just to tell you real quick what we've got up on the other screens. As always, there's always one that I struggle with the commercials, and tonight it's that upper left one. That's the one we're going to be struggling with tonight. So let me reset it again. Let me see if the feed I had up is still up. The middle one is Mardi Gras, which is going on right now. And the upper right one is Fuego, which is going on right now. And then we've also got a city meeting where there's a lot of people there protesting. And I'm kind of listening to that.
Well, guys, it's been 11 hours, 54 minutes. I think this is probably the best way to end the stream.
Okay, I guess he's getting ready to end the stream. That's just awesome. All right, so anyway, I just wanted to show you all these earthquakes. The big ones we're looking at here, we've had a pair of 6s up here in Kamchatka, which is the Russian peninsula, down near the bottom of the Russian peninsula there. We are also seeing a number of them all around the Ring of Fire, including this one here, a 5.7 Santa Cruz Island chain. That's a depth of 40 kilometers. This one, that one's fairly large, especially for there. And then look at this, way over here in the South Atlantic, the South Sandwich Island region, a 5.7, that's something, and a 5.5 in the Southern Mid-Atlantic Ridge. This is out in the middle of nowhere. This is like the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean somewhere. So just some very interesting stuff going on. Quite a cluster over here, all around the Ring of Fire here. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. We might be seeing an uptick in global seismic activity. And of course, that's something we do track here on Starship Adventures. All right, so let me get that back to where it was. All right, and I'm going to have to find some other another feed or something there. Okay, that's good. Mom, kitty. Okay, so there's no real auroras tonight. There's way up in Canada, over on the east coast of Canada. A little bit of a chance up that way. There's no launches tonight. The next launch is February 18th, which is going to be Wednesday, right, Mama? And that's going to be a Falcon 9 launching from Cape Canaveral. All right. I wonder if that's that one. Did they scrub that one the other night? I didn't stay up, and that looks like the same numbers and everything. So I don't know. It's Starlink 10 through 36, and it's launching from SLC 40 Cape Canaveral at 5 p.m. on February 18th. Okay, so that's what we got there, and I am monitoring the latest when it comes to the Guthrie kidnapping, and we're going to talk about Robert Duvall, and I'm going to do that after this first. Okay. So they did just give the FBI did just give an update on the Nancy Guthrie disappearance, and Savannah Guthrie's released another video today pleading with the captors. I don't know if it's doing any good, but it does. It certainly does keep this in focus for the rest of us, what this family's going through, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. We can't allow this shit to go on in our country. We can't. We all have to take a stand on this, just like we do rape and just like we do murder. We got to take a stand on this. We're not going to let this go on in our country. This kidnapping for ransom shit, this is like third world country shit, okay? And yeah, that feed did go down, of course. Okay, and so I'll find something to go there besides snails and shit. All right, so yeah, that's just really bothersome to me that I don't know. Okay, so anyway, Nancy Guthrie disappearance. The recovered glove matching the type worn by the subject seen in the surveillance video outside Nancy Guthrie's home the morning she was taken has the DNA profile of an unknown male, the FBI said Sunday. A task force was awaiting forensic results in the case. So that does not mean it's a dead end, but it does mean that we're not going to get any direct evidence out of this. Now, it can be used as evidence later once we find somebody to attach to this, and then boom, the DNA matches. We're good to go. But that's good. That would help in the prosecution, but it's not going to help us right now. Hey, everybody. I know I haven't even said hi to everybody tonight, but hi, everybody. Jason Light, welcome in. Glad you're here. Deploribus Jungle, Dehydrated Water, welcome in, you guys. Hey, Canna Club. And Yellow, welcome back, Yellow. Glad to see you tonight. Let's see, who else do we got? 77, Tish. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. And thanks a lot to my moderators. Thank you guys for being here tonight in force, man. That's awesome. All right, and it looks like I've got just about everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry, but welcome in. Welcome, welcome. We do this every night at 9 o'clock. Some nights we have 50 viewers contiguous, and some nights we have 5,000. It all just depends on what's going on in the world and the mood of everybody that's out there. So that's where we're at right now. Tonight, kind of a slower night. We got Mardi Gras going on in the middle screen there. I don't know if they've got the usual beads for boobs deal going on this year. But anyway, there is Mardi Gras. If you guys see any boobs, let me know. That's what we're watching for there in that one screen. And then on the upper right, we got Frago. You don't see it, do you? Well, wait till it pops its ass off here in a few minutes. Oh, there you go. There it is right there. There he is. Yay. All right. Got a little bit of an attitude tonight. He let a big one out earlier. And then the upper left, we got that Fox Raw feed on there, which is just basically just so you guys can see what's going on out there. And above me, we had a feed from a county commission meeting that was getting quite heated, but they went off the air. So I'm going to fill that hole in just a few minutes with something else. But that's where we're at right now. I was having a hard time tonight finding live protest stuff. So if you guys just kind of bear with me here, I'll be a little scatterbrained while I do this. But I would really like to go ahead and see if I can find any feeds. Al Jazeera comes up first every time. They get the clicks, man. I wanted to tell you guys a quick little thing between news stories here, and then I'm going to get back to Guthrie, and then we're going to continue on to try to fill this hole. But over the weekend, I had I hooked up my 15-meter beam, or my 15-meter hamstick antenna, my Omni, that I had just bought, and it was Sunday morning, and Joseph and I tuned it up, made it perfect. And we stuck it on the back of the car, and I dial around, and I hear a guy, and I call him, and he answers me back, and he's got an accent, and and he says, I'm in Belgium, and I'm talking to this guy, almost 5'9". He was really clear, really nice signal, and he was in Belgium on 15 meters, talking radio to radio. I'm 100 watt. He was a little over barefoot. I don't know. But it was really cool. Yep, this is Mama Bleep. Mama Bleep. What you doing, Mama Bleep? What you doing? Oh, I love you too, Mama Bleep. Oh, here comes the train. Jesus. All right, so I'm looking right now. I think I found something. This is purported to be out of Portland. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, I think this is going to be, hey, Mama, watch out. I can't see the screen. Yeah, I know. I get it. I'm kind of fond of you as well. Mama, get it. This is obscene. Showing all this affection on TV like this. It's absolutely obscene. Now you just put your ass in my face. Right in my face. That's the ass right in the face. All right, they're right above me here. This is Portland, and we've got our 4 protesters out there again, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder. Let me ask Grok a question. Hold on, Mama. Let me ask Grok because you're not gonna know. All right, here we go. How many people in the U.S. identify as liberal? This is a good question, right? Let's ask Grok. Hello, Grok. Liberal or very liberal? People that identify as liberal or very liberal is about 28% of the population. So that means that with the U.S. adult population at around 270 to 280 million, let me see here. Why can't it just give it to me straight? Okay, so if we do the math, there is between 75 and 80 million people who identify as liberal, okay? That would make their pronouns dumb and ass. Anyway, they recognize themselves as liberal. That's a lot of people, 75 to 80 million. Why do I care about that number right now? Because I want to bring your attention to the fact that every single night there's 10 or 15 people out here, maybe 20. What percentage of 75 to 80 million adults identifying as liberals, 75 to 80 million, okay, and 20 of them show up, 15 of them show up. Is this really a big deal to them? Is this a big issue? Or is this just a bunch of college kids that have found something to do at night where they don't get arrested as much as they used to? I mean, I want to know. I want to know what's the deal with this bullshit. I want to know what's the deal. Don't you, Mama? Come on, what's the deal? I don't know. You don't care, do you? Sometimes I get the weird feeling that she just don't give a shit about none of it. She's not political. She doesn't vote. This whole thing, I ain't got thumbs. Cats love showing their ass. I'm going to tell you why. Because in their world, they know each other by smell, and they can figure out where they've been and what they're doing by smelling their fur and smelling their shit and everything else. So it's how animals kind of tell where you've been and what you've been up to. And so they call it smell IDing and different things like that. And so when a cat shows you their ass, that they're being nice. They're being nice. They're saying, "Hey, smell my ass. See where I've been." And that's all it is. It's no disrespect. In fact, it's kind of respectful. A cat that puts its ass right in your face trusts you and wants to share. So that's cool. I generally don't partake, but she just wants loving. She's been fixed for like 7 years, and she still has the spring in her ass. Look at that. Her shock still look for 10 years old. I wish my car's shock still worked that good at 10 years old. I mean, look at that. That's pretty good, right? What do you think, Mama? That's not bad. All the landing gear still works. The flaps still work, right? It's all good. The ailerons, everything's still working. Okay, I'm glad I'm not a cat. Why, Heath? Because you don't want to lick your own ass? You probably don't have to. You could be the first cat that wipes his ass with toilet paper. Again, the whole thumbs thing, you're going to find it difficult without thumbs, I'm telling you. She tells me life's a bitch without thumbs. I believe her. I mean, it seems like it is. She just wants loving. I agree. All right. Where are we at? The search for Nancy Guthrie entered its third week on Sunday. The 84-year-old disappeared from her home in Tucson, Arizona 16 days ago. Authorities still have no suspects or persons of interest, though Pima County Sheriff's Chris Nanos, the guy that won't cooperate with the FBI, said more law enforcement operations are expected in the coming days. Well, I bet he hopes there is. Savannah Guthrie shared a message of hope in a new video she posted Sunday, marking 2 weeks since her mother's disappearance. A glove with the DNA profile of an unknown male has been recovered and appears to match the pair worn by the suspect seen in surveillance video taken by Nancy Guthrie's Ring doorbell camera, according to the FBI. The FBI released a description of the suspect seen in the mask and gloves tampering with the doorbell camera in front of Nancy Guthrie's home in the early morning hours of February 1st. Around that time, she went missing. The subject is described as a male between 5'9" and 5'10", tall, with an average build, and was seen carrying a 25-liter Ozark Trail hiker backpack. I know that seems specific, but they made 1 million of those Ozark Trail hiker backpacks. So, but still, they were able to identify which type of backpack it was from the infrared video that they got from the doorbell. The FBI increased its reward from $50,000 to $100,000 for information leading to the location of Nancy Guthrie or the arrest and conviction of anyone involved in her disappearance. What? You bent your ear backwards. What's up with that? Okay, so all that's going on, and that there's really not a lot else to report, which is unfortunate. She's been without her medicine now for, 21 days or something. I don't know. I'm really starting to worry about her. Oh, my God. I got to tell you guys, I have been absolutely floored by the ignorance of AOC. Have you guys been listening to this ignorant woman? I'm telling you, she wants to run for president. She thinks she's going to, who's she replacing? I think Schmuck Schumer. But she thinks she's going to be the next senator and all this kind of bullshit. And then she wants to go on and be the president. I think she wants to be Kamala's running mate. And I think she would be perfect to run with Kamala because neither one of them knows shit from Shinola. And so I think it would probably be good if they ran together. Yeah, she is nuts. Oh, you're talking about Guthrie. Yeah, I think I don't feel like we're going to get a positive outcome. I hope I'm wrong. Okay, yeah, AOC is a clown. She's an absolute... I haven't made any new pictures with her yet, but she's an absolute clown. And I just absolutely can't stand her. So let me pull up something real quick. Just humor me. We did some sound tonight, and it was really amazing. I want you to listen to some of this sound from this ignorant woman. She is so ignorant that words can't describe the ignorance. Let me see if I can get this to play here. Okay, here we go. This is AOC.
It is not a remark on who Maduro was as a leader. He canceled elections. He was an anti-democratic leader. That doesn't mean that we can kidnap a head of state and engage in acts of war just because the nation is below the equator.
Did you guys catch it? Did you catch it? Venezuela is above the equator. It's in the northern hemisphere. This woman has no idea about anything. It doesn't have to be in North America to be north of the equator, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I know. She didn't realize which side of the equator, which half of the earth that something was on. And there you go. That's Dingbat. My new name for her is Dingbat, because she is an absolute dingbat. Here's another one. I think you'll like this. This is AOC commenting on her thoughts on whiteness, because whiteness is important to talk about, right? This is her on whiteness.
Whiteness and national, like your actual culture, right? Whiteness is an imaginary thing. Being German is real. Being Italian is real. Being English. These are rich cultural heritages that are based on values, and they are so much a part of what make our cultures and our societies what they are.
Okay, and being stupid is real too. I don't know if you guys realize that. Being stupid is real, and it affects a lot of people. And when you're this stupid and you think you're going to run for office, there's people that are like this. They're literally, they're not smart enough to realize that they're stupid. Let me see if I can get this, because this is great. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Okay, this is your word for tonight. Okay, the Dunning-Kruger effect. This woman, AOC, okay, she suffers from the Dunning-Kruger effect, okay? And what this is, the Dunning-Kruger effect was done by these guys. They put this whole psyche workup bullshit together. Anyway, the point is what this means is, this is a group of people. I'm sure you've known a few of these people, okay? This is someone who confidently goes through life and is a complete idiot. And you ask, how can they go through life just being a complete idiot? It's because they're such an idiot that they don't realize that they're an idiot. They literally think they've got this. They've got this. I'm psychic. I'm smart. I'm Superman. I got this shit. They're delusional. And she's one of them. She's literally, and Kamala Harris. Okay, Kamala Harris, the shallowest well in the field. She's the one that just as bad. Woo! Really bad. Anyway, the point is, neither one of them could talk deeply about any political subject. They're both ignorant. They don't have a lot of common sense. They can't come back from things when they're asked questions. And why? That's why she wouldn't go. That's why Kamala Harris would not go on Joe Rogan and things like that. Whatever. Okay, let's pull up this next one here. I'm looking for, oh, that's right. I got to pull it up in my other email because Outlook does not get all my emails. Only about maybe about 3 out of 4 emails that are sent to my work account actually make it to me. It has nothing to do with anything other than it's just a sorry ass mail program. All right, so let's see here. I got this one right here. Oh, where's it at? Jesus. There it is. Okay, here we go. So anyway, what we have here is, I want you to hear how intelligent this was. This was from her overseas trip today. I'm not going back months to find these clips. This just happened. I want you to listen to this genius. And this is unedited. I want you to listen to this genius. AOC answered this question.
Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
You know, I think that this is such a, you know, I think that this is a, this is of course a very long-standing policy of the United States. And I think what we are hoping for is that we want to make sure that we never get to that point. And we want to make sure that we are moving in all of our economic research and our global positions to avoid any such confrontation and for that question to even arise.
Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
You know, I think that this is such a, you know, I think that this is a, this is of course a very long-standing policy.
Painful. I had to play that first part again. Painful. Oh my God, painful. Do you hear that? Well, like, you know, cause, well, you know, and stuff, because like, well, you know, and all that and stuff, cause like, well, you know, and, she must get exhausted after a while talking in circles. Like I said, guys, it's the Dunning-Kruger effect. And this chick, am I allowed to call women chicks anymore? I'm probably getting in trouble or something. This woman, I know dumb bitch is out. This woman, she is literally so stupid. Look it up. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. This bitch is so stupid that she doesn't realize that she's stupid. And even if you tell her she's stupid, she won't believe you. And yes, word salad, but guess what? She's not good at it. She's bad at word salad. She's not good at even getting out of shit that she doesn't know. You know? Kamala Harris, you can always tell when she gets to the point where she's had enough, because she starts that incessant cackling. Oh my God, I just cannot take that incessant cackling that she does. It's just terrible. But anyway.
How do you stage, but
Yeah.
no. That he's entitled to his opinion.
The country is.
How do you stage, but
Yeah.
no. How do you stage, but
Yeah.
no.
And there you go. That summed up her entire election. The entire run for president was summed up right there. That was just the important parts. Yeah, she's nuts, that one. I mean, listen, she came on and started talking like this to
We all
Joy.
sat and watched the Ketanji Brown Jackson hearings, in which she very calmly sat through what I think a lot of, particularly
Listen to
black
her
women, let's
answer
just
this
be honest,
question.
felt was brazen disrespect from senators like Lindsey Graham, senators like Tom Cotton, senators like Josh Hawley. What did you think when you watched that hearing?
I will tell you, Joy, I experienced great joy when I watched this brilliant, phenomenal black woman, jurist, be so smart and just cut through the political gamesmanship that they were attempting to.
What's she on, dude? Seriously, I guarantee you can't buy that shit at Walgreens. What is she on? This chick is on something.
You know, so one of the things that you all have learned, and I just love, I'm going to just confess that I'm a geek on some things. I love Venn diagrams. I do. It was real excited. They were like, Sam, someone is drawing one right now.
That he's entitled to his opinion.
The country in.
Don't you miss her? No, because you still see her all the time. The left still thinks that she's the heir apparent for the next runner-up, for the next loser. Holy shit! Is it time for our sponsor? Well, I could do that. Yeah, we could do that next. I think it's time for our sponsor. Is there any libs in here tonight? We don't. The libs quit coming in because I trash them so bad. But that's all right. You know why the libs quit coming in? You know why? They quit coming in because our show's sponsored by Trump and All. The pills for you if you're an angry, stupid, blue-haired liberal and you feel the compulsion to go out every night and march around like an idiot in a dinosaur suit in Portland. Then you need Trump and All. Trump and All. A medicine bringing you back to reality and away from crazy land. It'll get you off the island of misfit toys and into a nuclear family. It's going to help you today. You should try it. It's Trump and All. If you're an angry liberal, this shit will set you free. Trump and All. Try it today. Really, really good stuff. And if you don't think it's strong enough, of course, we have the MAGA String Trump and All by the makers of Trump and All. MAGA String Trump and All. Well, it'll knock your liberal you-know-what in the dirt, and it's going to take care of you right now. This stuff is going to make you wake up in the morning, and you are going to feel like starting a nuclear family. You're going to get up, going to start mowing lawns and charging $30, and you're really going to start feeling good about your life. This shit's going to set you on a pathway to where you won't be such a prick all the time to all your friends. And that's really what it's all about. And I know a lot of you have a real hard time with Big Orange Man. I get that. And he makes you so sick you can't even keep food down, right? Isn't that right? And so I get it. That's why we've got Trump fast-acting Trump suppositories by the makers of Trump and All. These fast-acting suppositories. You put them right up your poop hole, and there you go. Next thing you know, you're gonna be feeling great. You're gonna be shitting red, white, and blue. You're gonna be loving life. And I'm gonna tell you something. These things right here, just a couple of those will tune your ass right up, and you won't feel like protesting no more. It's gonna be great. Now, every now and then. These will make you a little sore, or maybe you've been protesting, maybe you've been walking around a lot, there's a lot going on. Well, that's okay. That's okay, because we now have, from the makers of Trump and All, butthurt cream. This stuff is great. MAGA butthurt cream. This butthurt cream, you just literally liberally apply it to your asshole when reality's a pain in the ass, and next thing you know, your shit's doing great. And that's what it's all about. Using conjunction with other Trump and All products, fast relief formula, this stuff really works well. Butthurt cream by the makers of Trump and All. And then, are you having a hard time seeing reality? No problem, because we have Trump drops. Trump drops, just a few drops in each eye, and next thing you know, you'll see the world for what it really is out there. You'll see AOC as the ignorant bitch that she is, and you'll see everything else out there with extreme clarity. So anytime you can't see or believe in anything you see, just get out your Trump drops, and next thing you know, you'll see the truth. And by the way, be careful. You might actually see the truth for the first time, and it might scare you. It's pretty Pretty scary stuff for people that have been out for a while. Anyway, so just be careful with that. And how about ears? MAGA ears. This stuff works quick. You put a few drops in each ear, and next thing you know, for the first time, you will hear reality and reason like you've never heard it before. You're going to hear amazing things. You're going to realize that all that wah 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 from your parents was actually probably pretty good advice, and you're going to find out that all that other bullshit in your life isn't. So there you go, MAGA ears. Hear the truth for the first time from the makers of Trumpanol. Get MAGA ears today. This stuff works really, really well. You guys should try it. Having a hard time sleeping? Of course, try the Trumpanol PM. Trump PM, this stuff works great. You'll get up at 3 in the morning and you'll piss red, white, and blue. This stuff's going to make you feel great. You'll wake up in the morning waving a flag on your flagpole, if you know what I mean. Man, you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, Trumpanol PM is some really good stuff. This stuff will make you have a great night's sleep. You'll think about all kinds of Betty Boop and America and Americana and Route 66 and everything that made America great. You'll be thinking about the White House and how awesome things are going now that we've got a real leader. This stuff can really fix your life by giving you a good night's sleep. That's Trumpanol, Trump PM. This next product is brand new. Just came out last week. This stuff is really good. Look, a lot of people walk around, right? And they do a bunch of useless protesting, or maybe the frog suit is starting to chafe a little bit, you know, or maybe the dinosaur suit like rubs you the wrong way because a little fan in the back, you know, and all that. Maybe, you know, you're having an issue. Maybe you lost an election and you're just not feeling well. You feel bad. Or maybe Bad Orange Man is literally chasing you down the street with ICE agents. I mean, you never know. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on out there, right? So we've got a new product. It's called Trumpanol Overreaction Ointment. This ointment is for any time you overreact and you need to get back down and compensate for it. Anytime you walk too far because you want to save the planet and not buy a car, so you walk. Well, this stuff works on your feet too. You can put this stuff anywhere where your overreaction to Donald Trump and his presidency are giving you a hard time. This is an amazing product. To actually have a product that's that specific, it's absolutely amazing. Another amazing specific product is the one. You know what? When you're a liberal and you're such an asshole, we want to take care of that asshole. So we've got the new Preparation Orange. For those of you with just really having some rear end problems, there you go. This stuff will work. You just liberally apply this orange lotion to your nether regions, okay? And next thing you know, you're going to be doing great again. That's right. We sent 8 cases of this to Greenland. I think they're going to go ahead and come on over. Yeah, and I'm telling you, this is some good stuff here. So try Preparation Orange today. It comes in the scent of either money or success. And women, if you're having an issue during that time of the month, we've got you taken care of. We would never leave you guys out of this. All right, so Midol, Mega Midol. This is the great stuff right here. This stuff will make America great again by making your uterus just calm down for a few hours. It's no big deal. Let's just get this done. You just take a couple of these little red, white, and blue pills, and next thing you know, things will be cruising out just fine. This stuff makes you feel great again. And it's going to make you patriotic. I'll just leave that there. All right, so anyway, this is some really good stuff. So try that Mega Midol today. And men, are you having a hard time? Your wife's such a liberal, you know what? She spends all her time down there. You're whacking, she's walking. It's a bunch of bullshit, right? I get it. I understand. That's fine. When she gets home, throw it to her tonight like the commander-in-chief. MAGA, MAGA. It's going to be huge. This, the little blue pill by the people that make Trumpanol. I can't believe I'm getting all this out. From the makers of Trumpanol, the little blue pill that will make your little guy come and be the commander-in-chief for a while. There you go. And as it says on the side of the package there, she probably wouldn't be so grumpy all the time if you'd throw her some. So anyway, this will help you out with that. It's the new MAGA, if you know what I mean. It's going to be huge. Buy it today. The little blue pill from the makers of Trumpanol. All right, and all of these Trumpanol products are sold in stores now, and you can buy them right away. I don't know why my in stores now did not come up. Why is that not coming up? Isn't that weird? Oh, well, I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? Oh, well. That's weird. It's like my picture's not coming up. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it's Trumpanol can be purchased anywhere that delusional drugs are sold, and you can buy them at Radio Shack, Chuck E. Cheese, and any foreign-owned gas station in your town or head shop. All right, let's see here. What else do we got going on tonight? We've been talking about AOC and the Kruger-Dunning effect. I think it's important for everybody to understand how debilitating this Kruger-Dunning effect is, and how absolutely bad it is on everybody. I want you guys to remember back AOC. That one more from the dingbat. AOC, if you remember in 2019, the dingbat said this.
And we're like, the world is going to end in 12 years if we don't address climate change. And your biggest issue is, your biggest issue is, how are we going to pay for it? And like, this is the war. This is our World War II.
It's like, I don't know what I'm talking about. In 12 years, the whole earth is going to end. If we don't all spend a bunch of money we don't have and give up control and not be free, the whole world is going to blow up. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh my God. So in 2019, we had just 12 years to live. So that would mean that in 2019, so 2029, 30, 31. So 2031. So, in 2031, Dingbat here says we're all going to die. So you guys can decide if you want to. Maybe we'll move to Greenland because we'll probably own it by then. But yeah, what's up with that, huh? I thought that was great. She is such a dingbat, guys. I think it's absolutely hilarious. I want you to hear this. Hillary Clinton sitting in a room with the Czech Prime Minister. She's on a panel in Munich. Hillary Clinton called out by a Czech politician over Trump derangement syndrome. This is great. I want you to hear this because Hillary Clinton, although not quite a dingbat like the other two, I can't stand this woman. So here we go. Let's play. I don't think she's quite as ignorant as the other two. She actually seems to have some rudimentary intelligence, which is more than I can say about most Democrats. So anyway, let's play this here. This is Hillary Clinton. This is just earlier today or yesterday, and this is in Munich at a security conference panel on Western civilization.
Well, first, I think you really don't like him.
You know, that is absolutely true, but I really, not only do I not like him, I don't like him because of what he's doing to the United States and the world, and I think you should take a hard look at it if you think that there is something good that will come out of it.
What I think Trump is doing in America, I think it is reaction for something for some policies that really went too far.
Listen to this guy. He is he's a Czech politician, a pretty high up Czech politician. I'm not sure exactly what his job title is, and this guy calls her, dude. He calls her out right on the carpet. He calls it just like it is.
Too far from the regular people, too far from reality. So, you know, we saw the cancel culture. We saw the woke revolution. I don't agree with the gender revolution, the climate alarmism.
Which gender? Women having their rights?
I think.
Listen to that ignorant woman. That's like when they said, "Did you wipe your hard drive?" She goes, "Like with Windex." I mean, she can't even pull off the lie. She said, "You mean like women shouldn't have rights?" He said transgender. He's talking about like gender rights and shit, like that kind of stuff. She purposely is playing stupid.
I think there are two genders, so but some of us think that there is more than one or more than two gender. I think there is male and female, and the rest probably is a social construct. So this is something that went too far.
But does that justify selling out the people of Ukraine who are on the front lines dying to save their freedom and their two genders, if that's what you're worried about?
Can I please finish my points? I'm sorry that it makes you nervous. I'm really sorry for that.
It makes me nervous. It makes me
Oh, I love that, dude. Seriously. He called her out on her Trump derangement syndrome here. Oh, God, I love it. I want you guys to hear this. This is interesting. This is an old vintage clip. This is Schmuck Schumer. Schmuck Schumer in 1996. What does this idiot have to say in 1996?
Let's admit the truth. Everywhere people go, they're asked for a social security card. In fact, one way to prove you're a bona fide person who can have a job is to ask for a driver's license and a social security card. This is an anti-fraud amendment. Over where we go, people say, well, why can't you stop illegal immigrants or others from coming here? And the number one answer we give our constituents is when they come here, they can get jobs, get benefits against the law because of fraud.
Wow. It's funny how the Democrats used to be the big ones about illegals. Do you know Clinton deported more people than the Bushes combined? 12 years of Bushes. Barack Obama, he deported more people than Trump's been able to deport in 5 years. In 8. The numbers are staggering. The Democrats have always been for our sovereign borders. Until 6-7 years ago. Why? Because they need to backfill these blue states with illegals, because in 4 years we're taking another census. And when that census is taken, all these illegals get counted. At least they think they do. I'm hoping we can change that. Good old Bukkake. What's up? Welcome in. Mike, Standard. Hey, guys. Ann Coulter thinks that women should not vote. Are you sure about that? I don't know. I haven't heard that, but could be. Trust me, nothing surprises me anymore. Okay, so that's that. I just wanted to. Those were some great sounds from AOC. And I just wanted to bring her up because she's really, she's becoming one of the people that they're talking about, you know. Not an heir apparent yet. I mean, I think there's about a third of the Democrat Party that would like to see Kamala Harris have another run with someone probably better than Tampon Tim Walz, who I don't think is going to be all that available in 3 years or intact. And I think that there's about a third of the party that's looking towards Gavin Newsom or that other guy that's a governor. And I think there's about a third of the party that don't want any of these clowns, and they want to move away from all this extreme craziness. And so the Democrats, although the Republicans have their little divides here and there, the Democrats are definitely the party divided right now, for sure. Looking like a man. He looking like a man. Kitty, what are you doing? I had something on that tablet, but you don't care. She thinks it's funny. She'll touch the tablet and it'll start moving, and then she just keeps doing it because she thinks it's funny. She goes, look at me, I'm on the internet. Oh, I just ordered cat food. No, I agree, Standard. I agree. The Bushes did some good stuff. They also did some really messed up shit. Got us into one war we probably should have done and one war we probably shouldn't have done. I get it. I understand. And I'm more of a Reagan-Trump guy than a Bush guy, if you know what I mean. Mrs. Swan, yeah, he looking like a man. Ma'am, what did he look like? Like a man. If you say like a man again, I'm going to put you in jail. What did he look like? A man. That is a funny sketch. What was that? Mad TV, wasn't it? Oh, there must be consequences. Yes, I agree. Hey, Comics and Robotics. What's up, guys? Glad you guys all made it in tonight. We've been talking about all kinds of things. We did a Guthrie update. We talked about all the seismic activity that's going on. Fuego is still burping. Where Kilauea has calmed down. Somebody must have poured some bourbon down in there or something. Whatever the superstition is that might work, I don't know. Or maybe a couple of virgins, whatever it takes. Let's get this thing shut down. So that's what I got going on there. Mardi Gras is in progress and going on. I can't give you the sounds, but I can give you some of the sights in a small reverse screen like that. So anyway, there you go. Let's see here. I got Fox Raw, and I got one shot. I'm going to look right now for another. I got one shot coming out of Portland where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 or 9 protesters counting the YouTuber. So, and I don't know how many of those are doing what. You know how it is. So I'm going to get back into this other browser here where I can take a quick look. And see, last night, towards the end of the show, all of a sudden a bunch of streams came up. I think people are starting to get a little more battery conscious, if you know what I mean. And I think they're starting to save that battery, because that's what you have to do. When you're in a protest or you're in any kind of situation like this, you've got to save that battery power. And I think a lot of people realize that part of saving the battery power is knowing when to go on and when not to go on. So that's kind of that. And a lot of people are waiting until later. Now, I've got a bunch of spare batteries. I buy these little USB batteries, and they're really cool. I like them. I buy big ones and small ones, and so I always have plenty of battery. But I get it. I understand how, you know, it's a fleeting thing, and you may not have all the equipment that you'd prefer to have. And, you know, whatever you have to carry. You know, I get that too. A lot of it comes down to what you can carry. All right, so I am setting this up right now. I've got another feed out of Portland that I'm trying to get put in here. They're burning flags. God damn it. There you go. I hate it. But I'm going to put it up so you guys can hate these people like I do. California mountains going to get some snow. That's true. There we go. They're burning Old Glory. I think when you burn a flag like that, it's legal. You can do it. But maybe you just need to move somewhere else. Maybe Denmark. By the way, Rosie O'Donnell's already moved back. Worthless woman. She's already moved back. All right, let me see. I'll just stick this up here over Fox. Fox don't seem to mind if I put up that feed, so I do put it up sometimes when we're short, because it's a great way to just kind of keep an eye on what's going on. I think that's that same one I already have. Yeah. Bernie Sanders, this is what you do. Yeah, they start burning a flag. Everybody's picking that up. That's why probably wasn't a duplicate until just right there. All right, let's see here. Liberal Chuck. No King's protest, and he's live, but he's blank screen. Yeah, it's all just that same shot of them burning that poor flag. Scumbags. Everything I see on YouTube now is fake. Everything's fake. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Yep, it's just those two that I got there. Mama, quit typing on my tablet. I don't even know who you sent that to. And it's incoherent, too. What, are you illiterate? God bless it. Ann Coulter. 100 cases of cat treats. There you go. You hear that, Mom, Katie? Yeah. She just had wet food. I got home and I'd fed him so fast I was throwing it around like an old diner. But they all got their wet food tonight. Portland Andy's out. But he's out and about, it looks like. Upper left there, that's Portland Andy. I don't know what he's got going on. I can't believe there's nothing else going on. All right, so he's at the casino. Oh, yeah, he sure is. Come on, kitty. Yeah, tomorrow morning I'm starting 3 different projects. I don't know which one, but I'm starting 3 different ones. I love that these idiots can't even really burn a flag without help. Yeah, there's that guy with his speakers in the back. He's the out-of-work wedding singer. And he always sets his speakers up and plays music. And what he does, he plays copyrighted music so that way none of the YouTubers stuff can be monetized. So there you go. All right, guys, I'm going to walk for 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I think I'm going to play us a patriotic song while I'm going out. I need it right now. I'll tell you guys, I need it right now. Let's take a 5-minute break. Smoke them if you got them. Piss if you need to. I'm going to leave all the video up. We're just going to play a song, and I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. Put tonight's pictures in here. And Mama Katie. All right, there we go. All right, guys, I'm gonna take just a few minute break here so I can get up and walk around. And yeah, I got to do that. My back hurts, and my feet and legs are very sore from the Ham Fest this last weekend. And my restless leg syndrome is very bad because of that. So anytime I have pains in my legs or feet, my restless leg syndrome gets worse, and there you go. All right, so I'm going to take just a few minute break. You guys, I'll be right back. 7 minutes, don't go anywhere.
We'll gather round, folks, from the hills to the plains. This here's a tale of a man who broke chains. Donald Trump, the boss, with a heart full of fire, fighting communism, lifting America higher. He took a bullet for us, stood tall in the fray, while socialists scheme to take freedom away. From the White House to the border, he's kicking ass strong, making liberals squirm, 'cause he's right all along. He built that big wall, 400 miles tall, kept the invaders from taking it all. 7 million jobs, economy roaring like thunder, unemployment low, families rising from under. Tax cuts for workers, no tax on your tip, Overtime free, no more socialist grips. Energy king drilling all day and night. Affordable gas, putting green dreams to flight. Oh, Donald Trump, fighting the red tide wave. Crushing communism, making America brave. He took a bullet for freedom, bled on that stage. Liberals hate him cause he's winning the page. From sea to shining sea, red, white, and blue. He's kicking ass daily, seeing us through. God bless the USA, land of the free. Trump's our fighter eternity. Space Force Command, AI leading the way. Genesis mission, cancer dying each day. Trade deals with steel, tariffs hitting them hard. No more endless wars, peace in our yard. Serious sanctions lifted, freedom rings loud. Global alliances making us proud. Western Hemisphere strong, security tied. No room for socialists in this patriotic fight. Oh, Donald Trump, fighting the red tide wave. Crushing communism, making America brave. He took a bullet for freedom, bled on that stage. Liberals hate him cause he's winning the page. From sea to shining sea, red, white, and blue. He's kicking ass daily, seeing us through. God bless the USA, land of the free. Trump's our fighter eternity. Minnesota's mess, fraud running wild. Somali scam, stealing billions undefiled. Tampon Tim, dancing, letting it slide. But Trump's calling justice, turning the tide. Feeding fake futures, daycare doors locked. Healthcare heights, Trump's got 'em shot. Nick Shirley's light, shining truth on the scene. Citizen heroes, keeping it clean. Protests ridiculous, Santa-law clowns banging pots in the streets, shutting down towns. Ice out for good, now that's chaos they crave. Trump's enforcing order, the brave in the grave. Took a bullet in, but a fist in the air. Fight he roared, showing he cares. Liberals screaming cause he's right and he's bold. Successful as hell, turning lead into gold. Better get that Nobel for peace. He's the king, bringing freedom worldwide. Hear liberty ring from Iran to the borders, kicking ass every day, handling crises like wildfire, clearing the way. Socialists hating, but truth's on his side. Patriotic powerhouse with God as his guide. Dems in disarray, losing their grip. Working class turning, jumping the ship. High prices fall and confidence high. Trump's Genesis plan touching the sky. No kings, rallies flop, hypocrisy clear. Free Matero, cheers, man, that's queer. Gays for Hamas, what a twisted game. Trump's fighting real evil, calling it by name. Oh, Donald Trump, fighting the red tide wave. Crushing communism, making America brave. He took a bullet for freedom, bled on that stage. Liberals hate him cause he's winning the page. From sea to shining sea, red, white, and blue. He's kicking ass daily, seeing us through. God bless the USA, land of the free. Trump's our fighter eternity. Crushing communism, making America brave. He took a bullet for freedom, bled on that stage. Liberals hate shining sea, red, white, and blue. He's kicking ass daily, seeing us through. God bless the USA, land of the free. Trump's our fighter eternity. Eternity. God bless America, folks.
Look who I found outside. Daddy Kitty. Say hi. My poor little stroke kitty. He had a stroke a few months ago and recovered pretty quickly. Still walks a little crooked, but he's hanging in there. So anyway. All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. My name's Ian. And we are broadcasting live worldwide on Starship Adventures on the platform YouTube, the world's largest broadcast platform. And we are glass all the way to the internet here from Starship Studios. And I've got Daddy Kitty tonight as my second co-host. I got Mama here. She's not happy. She's pissed. This is her house. I just brought my friend in her house without asking, and she is not happy. But she'll get over it. She may bite him or something, but she'll get over it. You know how she is. Isn't that right, Mama Kitty? You are mad, aren't you? It's all right. It's not that big a deal. I'm going to put him back out, okay? Jeez. Hi, Dad. He's been sleeping in with me most nights. I've been bringing him in ever since the stroke. He's been getting a lot more time. I don't sleep. I got normally 3 cats in the bedroom with me at night. Okay, I got Littles and Ted, which you guys don't see much because they live in the house. They're indoor cats in the house. Yeah, I work. I do a lot of work. But it's worth it because building a YouTube channel is just like building a business. You work the first 5 years for free. I haven't taken the first penny from YouTube yet. Now, I've made some money on YouTube, but that money gets rolled right back into my studio. It gets rolled back into me doing things for the channel. So, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. It really, oh my God, the whole flag burning, flag melting thing is really just annoying to me. Because if they had any idea how much blood had been shed over that flag. Look, here's the thing. If I'm upset with my government, or I'm upset with my state government or my federal government, or I don't like ICE deporting people or whatever, why would I burn? I agree. Why would I burn the flag? Why? I love my country, right? Oh, well, they don't. I think that's the difference. They don't love their country. Look at this. They've got all kinds of other flags that they carry. They don't burn any of those. The only flag I've seen burned in these protests is Old Glory. And I'm not happy about that. I don't see them burning any other flags out there. They got Venezuelan flags, Guatemalan flags. They got Cuban flags. They've got Mexican flags. They've got all kinds of different flags. F-Trump flags, F-ICE flags, and all this. But when an American flag pops up, it's upside down until it gets burnt. Daddy, you're going to fall off. Look at him. See what he's doing right now? He will fall off this table right on his ass. And he no longer gets his feet under him like cats do. He's kind of lost that ability, I think. I think you have, because you're like an old man. You're like, old man. Yeah, oh, I know, baby. You're this old man. Old man, old man. All right. Let's do a quick news check and see it. Make sure nothing news come in. Liberal demons, yes, I agree. I do want to talk about Robert Duvall. He has done so much over the years. And a lot of the roles he did, you may not even remember. But this guy has starred in so many things over this. He won an Oscar for Tender Mercies in '83. He died at age 95 earlier, and I just kind of wanted to just mention, just kind of talk about it for a little while, because I think it's important to do that, because he was a big star, dude. He was in everything. He played in so many different things, and I'm looking. I've pulled up his IMDb, 1931 to 2026. Veteran actor and director Robert Sheldon Duvall was born on January 5th, 1931 in San Diego, California, to Mildred Virginia Hart, and amateur actress, and William Howard Duvall, a career military officer who later became an admiral. Duvall majored in drama at Principal College in Elijah, Illinois, and then served 2-year hitch in the Army after graduating in 1953. So there you go. And he began attending the neighborhood playhouse school in the theater and in New York City on the GI Bill in 1955, studying under Sanford Meisner along with Dustin Hoffman. What is this thing doing? What is it, dying on me? What are you doing here? Oh, you prick. He had no children. He has 2 siblings and a cousin. Wow. All right, so anyway, let's take a quick peek. Somebody is playing literally like music over a loudspeaker out at the intersection up there. Okay, so Robert Duvall, let's just talk about some of the things, because he's played in a lot of really good roles. There's so many of these, and I don't know which ones. I mean, God, he played in everything, dude. He was in a lot of different things. Let me see if I can see anything here. Godfather 2, of course. Godfather movies, bunch of those, of course. Gone in 60 Seconds. Deep Impact. He was in Deep Impact. That was a good movie. He did co-star on Saturday Night Live once in '98. Oh, God, I can't just read all these. There's so many of them. The Scarlet Letter. What an accomplished actor. Apocalypse Now, 79. That was a big movie in the time there, in the post-Vietnam era. Of course, the original Godfather, 1972. He was in an episode of MASH in 1970. He was in an episode of Time Tunnel. I don't even remember that one that much. Oh, God, he was in an episode of Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea in 1965. I love that stupid old show. That was another show I used to watch when I was a kid because it was science fiction and it was on. Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. And you can watch it free on YouTube. And also Outer Limits. He was in an episode of 3 episodes of Outer Limits in 1964. He was in The Lieutenant, which was a Gene Roddenberry series. 1 episode, 1964. Hey, Daddy, can you get off the keyboard? Thank you. Thanks, Dad. Off the keyboard, Daddy. That's part of the keyboard. Okay. Off the damn keyboard. My God. It's like you don't understand English. Now, where did my screen go? It's completely gone. Damn it. Ugh. That's cool. He was in Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. I thought that was cool. Another lieutenant, yeah, and he was in the Western, the Virginian. My mom likes that one. The Twilight Zone. He was in one episode of the Twilight Zone in '63. Great one there. Alfred Hitchcock Presents. This guy goes back, dude. His first starring role here, according to IMDb, was in 1960 in the Robert Heritage Theater. So you talk about an accomplished actor, just an absolutely amazing actor. He played in a space movie, and I can't remember which one. Man, I don't. He played in one of these space movies, Journey to Mars or one of them. I don't know. It wasn't The Martian. It was one of the others. Maybe I'm just thinking of Deep Impact. He was definitely in Deep Impact. All right, let me read what you guys wrote here. Let's see here. Let's see. Sarcastic Susie says, my favorite role was played with August McRae in Lonesome Dove. I don't think I ever saw that. Burning a flag is an action, not free speech. Dehydrated water, I kind of disagree with you, but I understand the frustration. Trust me. You can burn my flag and take my freedom, but you will never remove my spirit in my head, in my heart. Yeah, well, you're going to have a hell of a time getting the flag and the freedom to begin with, but yeah. Yellow Rose, The Godfather, yes. Secondhand Lions, awesome movie. I never saw it, but that's cool. I'm not a big movie watcher. I only watch science fiction movies. Something to Talk About was good. Apocalypse Now, great movie, Victor. That's an amazing movie. I do really like that movie. Ned Pepper on True Grit, Something to Talk About. Well, let's see, Lonesome Dove was great. No, they're not. They just put the fence up and they're dealing with it. Yeah. Gator, most of these people couldn't even tell you the story of Francis Scott Key and the national anthem. That's my biggest problem, is if you went out there and you asked that son of a bitch that's burning my flag out there right now, if you asked him, hey, dude, who wrote the Star Spangled Banner and what was going on when it was written? And you know what? I bet you that stupid simpleton doesn't realize that flag stayed up all night long. And why did it stay up all night long? It stayed up all night long because there was a pile of frickin' bodies holding it up. That's why it stayed up. Those men kept climbing up on top of each other, holding that flag up there. It made it through the night. That song means something. You have to listen to the words of that song. It means something. And I guarantee you, these people don't know the words and they don't know the story. And if you don't tear up when you sing that song, move to Denmark. That is our song. And it really bugs me when I see them burning a flag and they have no idea why that flag is special to me. They have no idea why it upsets me when they do that. And the reason they're doing it is because it upsets me. off the goddamn keyboard. Thank you. Mama gets it because she lives in here. Daddy hasn't quite got it yet. But no, you're fine. Just lay down right there. You're good. Oh, anyway. Deep Impact 98, good movie. Yep, Robert Duvall, rest in peace, I agree. Well, I think no kids helps. I've had no kids. I never wanted kids, legitimate, illegitimate, or otherwise. And I never had kids, never wanted kids, didn't have kids. And I thank God that I never had kids. I don't want them. I don't want them. They all have a particular odor. They make noise. They keep you up at night. I got plenty of that kind of shit going on already. I got irritable bowel that keeps me up at night. I don't need this shit. They have no appreciation for the men that died. That's what gets me. They have no, have they ever been to the Vietnam Wall or the Korean Memorial in D.C.? Have they ever been to the World War II Memorial? I want to know, have they walked down that wall and looked at those names? Did they walk amongst the soldiers in the Korean? I want to know. And the answer is no. Their mama might have drug them through it, but they wouldn't give a shit. And that's the problem. These people never, they don't understand the importance of all of this. I went to Fort McHenry. I stood there at the base of that flag and touched the flagpole. In that fort, I looked out over the water and Francis Scott Key Bridge, which is no longer there. And I went and I saw the marker out in the water where the boat was sitting, where Francis Scott Key turned himself in as a prisoner in order to relay a message. They used to do this back then. And generally speaking, they were treated well. But they were prisoners. They were locked up and they ended up getting traded back at some point. But you would literally go and turn yourself in with messages for the commander on the other side. And he's in the hold of the ship. He's looking out the portal and he sees that flag. And as the rampart's red glare lights up the sky, he sees the flag. He sees it. It's still there. That's what the song's all about. Did his brethren keep that flag erect all night long? This was the night where America had to be saved. It had to be started. It had to happen. And this was a turning point. This was a big deal. And as he's looking out that window and he sees everything going, just a crazy barrage. And everybody's shooting at everybody. And they're in that fort, and they've got those big guns. Yeah, Robert Duvall had like 80, 90 movie roles, plus TV and everything else. Absolutely amazing. I think it's important for these people that burn our flags to understand this. I'll let them do it. It's part of free speech. We can disagree on that. That's okay. I understand the passion and I understand the feelings. All right. And a lot of people have lost a lot of people fighting for that flag. And to see some piece of shit burn it out there that is absolutely that guy that's burning that flag, he's ignorant. He's not a patriot. He never served in public safety or the military. He never did anything for his country except consume and use up resources and take tax money that didn't belong to him. That's where he's at. And he's out there burning our flag. He probably bought that lighter with an EBT card. Oh, man, that makes me mad. Next time you sing the national anthem, next time you go to a ball game, your kid's football game, Anywhere they sing that song, I want you to listen to the words. Don't sing it, listen to it. And think about the story that it tells. Nobody does that. They just sing the words. Think about the story that it tells and what it means and why it's important. And I think you get a lot more out of it. You should tear up when you sing that song. If you don't, then you need to take some Trumpanol or something. I don't know. I need to come up with that. Some Trumpanol for maybe some like low dose Trumpanol. 89, whatever what do they call it? 89 milligram low dose Trumpanol for people who are wavering. Fur babies are the best kids. I agree, but they die before you do every time. I've buried a lot of cats. I'm sick of burying cats. This one's got lung problems, and this one's had a stroke, and this one's not doing too good. This one has lung problems. This one gets sick. She's turning white again because she got really sick a while back. I worry about these two. Ed Earls, although he got his ass beat while I was gone this last weekend, he's got a big gouge in his head. He's healthy. He's a 10-year-old, but he's probably got 5-6 more years left. These two here I'm worried about. But you do what you can do, you know. I'll take them to the last minute, and then I'll take them down and hold them while I get the needle. I hold all of my cats when I put them down. I hold them in my arms, and I look them in the eyes. I think the last thing they should see is you. And here is you. All right, let's see if there's anything else going on news-wise. Space weather. A sunspot located behind the sun's southeastern limb erupted on February 16th, right around 0435 Universal, producing an M2.5 class solar flare. Almost certainly, the solar flare was much stronger than that. However, much of it erupted on the other side of the sun, around the solar disk, so we didn't see a lot of it. It basically heralds the appearance of a new sunspot coming around, and as it comes around, it will become more geo-effective. An income tax? Are they putting in an income tax? I'm sorry, I don't know each state and how they do it. All I know is we don't have an income tax here. We don't need an income tax here. And the really cool thing about it is they're getting ready to get rid of homesteaded property tax down here, and they're getting ready to get rid of all highway tolls. What we're finding out is if you spend your money wisely, you can do a lot, and you don't need as much. It's great. It's amazing. Don't dump it all into social programs where it all just gets wasted. All right. Let's see what we got here. More bullshit up here. All right, guys, anything else? I'm coming up on 1 hour and 45 minutes. I am going to go ahead and bow out on time tonight. There's not really a lot going on. I can't find any new. It looks like the cops have come out up there. I've got that one upright video there for you. Let me take a quick look and see if anybody else has gone live now that we've got some kind of action going on. Every night, right when I'm getting ready to say goodbye, something starts happening somewhere. But I don't... It's just a replay. Now all these spoof channels are replaying the flag burning incident. It's stupid. Let's see, here's some. Regardless, I'm going to go off here in a few minutes, but I will leave this on for a few more minutes, like for another 12 minutes or so. I don't mean to cut you guys off, but at some point, I'm going to try to get a good night's sleep and try to come back strong tomorrow. Looks like the Mardi Gras cam went off. And there's a second view over in Portland there. I'm also getting ready for Saturday night. This coming Saturday night, I'm doing the Edison Festival of Light Parade. Because it's one of the largest night parades in the country. There's a lot of lighting, a lot of really cool lighting effects and different things, a lot of cool stuff. And I want you guys to see, our local sheriff is crazy, okay? He's literally a tyrant. And I'm a supporter of law enforcement. There's a few exceptions, and he's one of them. He has, like, because he can enter things in the parade for a very low amount of money because he's government, he enters, like, 39 units. And, like, the city police in the city where the parade is enters, like, 4 units. It's ridiculous. Cape PD will put a unit or 2 in. The fire department, so maybe 10 of them or so will send fire trucks, and they'll put them in the beginning, the middle, the end. But the sheriff and his stuff all has to go up front. He comes down the road, and he's got this big, stupid, dumb float that looks like a chopper and a boat and all this, like, drug interdiction bullshit. Dare, I don't know what, dare to make kids interested in drugs, I don't know, whatever. And that goes by, and then you have motor units up and down the road, dangerous as shit. And then you have you'll have a car. They have a convertible police car that this asshole rides around in, and then they'll have the walking dogs. You know, those electronic dogs all walking. They'll have canine unit. They'll be towing boats. They'll have prisoner vans that say Marcino, the Marcino Marriott or whatever on the back. And it's disgusting. He's literally like in one of these old corrupt hick towns. And the old people here, they love tyrants. One thing you have is in an area that's really red and an area that's really old, lots of geriatrics. What you end up with is a lot of people that are bootlickers. And even though I'm pro-law enforcement, I get off the fucking keyboard. And even though I am not, I have no problem with law enforcement when they're doing their job right. When you get an area like this that's very old and very Republican and very conservative and very religious, you end up getting people that are very tolerant of tyrants, unfortunately. So we've got that. And so one of the reasons I'm covering this parade is because no one else is covering it anymore. I don't think there's going to be any. I heard the last people doing it were the school board. Now, I don't think they're doing it this year. I'm not sure. Because this used to be broadcast regionally. Then it went to just being broadcast locally on Wink TV, which is one of the stations I work with. And then eventually it went to secondary channels, and then eventually it went to just internet channels like mine. And now I don't know if anybody else will carry the full parade but me. Parades are slowly going away. And I'll tell you some of the observations I've made besides the sheriff and his 39 units. The parade only has like 200 units, and 39 of them are the sheriff. It's absolutely the biggest waste, and every deputy out there is getting paid double time or time and a half. Every cop out there is making $80 to $150 an hour to go stand down there for 4 hours in their uniform and wait for the parade, and then another 2 hours to do the parade, and another hour at the end to get back and turn in equipment and everything. So you're talking about people making 8-9 hour days to be in this parade, and they're making double time or time and a half. It's absolutely ridiculous. And they're all just in this parade, and the parade doesn't even, this parade used to have so many people, they would go down 2 weeks ahead of time and start setting chairs up and roping off areas. They don't allow any of that anymore. It used to be crazy. We used to bring our motorhome down, and we would park our motorhome about 20 feet from the road from the sidewalk in a field. And the reason we would do that is because that's how many people would be in front of us, 20 or 25 feet between the front of our motorhome and the road. And that would give everybody a place to sit. And then we would either sit in our motorhome or on top of our motorhome in order to watch the parade. I was in the parade a lot. I marched in that parade 4 years in high school in the Red Knight Marching Band. And I also marched as an Explorer Scout once in that band with the Sheriff's Department. I also drove a vehicle one time for the Sheriff's Department. I was in that parade about 9 times with my fire department. A lot of times we would bring our big engine and we would march with our Class A dress uniforms out in front of the engine and all that. So I have a lot of history with this parade. I was in the kiddie parade when I was a little kid. So there's a lot of history here. It's my town. And Thomas Alva Edison is a really important character down here. He's probably like the most famous person that ever lived here. And yes, this was his second residence. We understand that. This was his summer home. But he did make some of his inventions here, thunk a lot of his cool thoughts here, and made some stuff. He had a lab here and a home, and you can come down and see all of that. It's really cool. They got a great tour. The city of Fort Myers owns it and maintains it. And they do a pretty good job, I'll admit. And the storms should have taken these houses out 2 or 3 times, and they didn't. They somehow miraculously, they go out there after the storm, and the frickin' house is still there, and it's not wet inside. And they're like, it should have been 2 feet up in this thing. It's kind of a fluke. I don't know what the deal is, but this home where there's actually 3 homes there. I think you get to tour 2 of them. But it's Thomas Alva Edison, and then Gerald Ford, or not Gerald Ford. I'm sorry, the guy that did the cars, Ford, and not the President Ford, that guy. So it was Edison, Ford, and Harvey Firestone. They lived in 3 houses next to each other, and this was their winter home down here. They would come down for, I said summer earlier, winter home down here, and because a lot of people like the weather down here. They just, our weather here in the winter is just as perfect as the weather up north in the summer. So it is kind of cool. And so that parade is in their honor. They have a Sunday afternoon day parade. And then a week later on Saturday, at the end of that same week, because it goes on for 7 days, it's the 7-day festival. And it ends up at the very end of the festival is the Edison Festival of Light, Grand Parade of Lights, which will be this coming Saturday, and we will carry it live here. I'm going to do the entire Sights and Sound show from the side of the road out there, and I'm going to have my pan tilt zoom cameras set up on tripods with lighting and all kinds of neat shit. Wait till you guys see it. It's going to be amazing. And I've got a brand new car battery that I bought that I haven't put in my car yet. I'm going to, because I want a new battery in there, and the old one's about to crap out. But I bought this battery, and now I'm like, okay, I'm not going to use it because I'm taking it down there. I'm going to charge it fully, take it down there with me, and that's going to run the computer on the broadcast, is a car battery. And then I'm going to have my big gray battery. I don't know where it is. It's over here somewhere. But I'm going to take that big gray battery wherever it went, and that's going to run the rest of my lighting. It's going to run all my peripherals, my side screen, and charge any other devices and my tablet so I can see the talk back on that. So it's going to be kind of cool. It'll be a neat setup down there. Henry Ford, thank you. I said Gerald Ford, and I knew that was wrong, and I couldn't come up with it. It's late. Thank you very much. Henry Ford and the Model T were made, were a lot of, like I said, a lot of it was invented up north because that's where their bigger factories and setups were. But when they would come down here in the wintertime, they would stay down here and they would work on those same projects down here. So a lot of stuff was invented here or there. We don't know exactly where. In the they've got a museum there. They got the home. They got the like guest quarters, and they got the lab with his cot where he used to take day naps. He was a napper. He would nap and then get up and try something, and then nap and get up. And what it was is his brain worked so fast and so amazing that he had a real hard time with a lot of things. He was also nearly deaf, and what used to help him with his inventions was he would take cat naps. And we know those today as we get the word from the Spanish, the siesta. It really works. I got to tell you, the siesta really works. I've learned how to siesta. The key is you get into a light sleep without going into REM sleep. If you go into REM sleep in the middle of the day, you feel like shit the rest of the day. The key is with a siesta is to take a 1 hour break, and you allow your brain to completely go into neutral. You can listen to a podcast, or you can do it quietly. But I do believe in the cat naps. It's something that a lot of the big inventors did. A lot of the really smart thinkers from our past were big nappers. And so I think about that sometimes. All right, so anyway, there you go. That's the Edison Grand Parade of Light, and that's coming up this coming Saturday. Saturday night, I'll be live from down there. I'm going to go live probably around 7. And I'll probably stay live till 9 or 10. Hey, Carlotta. How you doing? Michelle Obama is crazy. Oh, scary. Well, either one would be probably accurate. Yeah, I agree. She's a little scary. I'm afraid that if I smarted off to her, she'd kick my ass. Oh, I don't know. All right, Jungle, have a good night. I'm getting ready to sign off myself. Anybody got anything else? Man, it looked like you guys got a pretty good rainstorm last night. Maybe an inch. I don't know. Up there. What you doing, Mama? I brought Daddy in and Mama got pissed. So there you go. Oh, and Littles, since I've been back, Littles won't leave me alone. He slept all on top of me last night. I don't know what it is with that cat. It's like 1 minute he gets mad at me or something, and like the next minute he's all over me like flies on a turd. I wasn't talking about you, I promise. What you doing? You can come over here. She won't hurt you. I won't let her hurt you. He don't take risks anymore because he knows he probably couldn't fight if he had to at this point. He has no offensive weapons and his shields don't work. But that's all right because he's Daddy Kitty. Yep. Teddy and Littles are in the house. I'll tell you what, I'll try to remember tomorrow night at some point to bring Teddy and Littles out and watch me put up with that shit for a while because they have no keyboard training at all. Oh my goodness, what was that all about? Was it a sneeze? I think you got a booger in your whiskers. This eye don't open right anymore since his stroke or whatever. Are you okay? It's all right, buddy. He's okay, Mama. She's like, he's okay, I'm gonna kill him. Bacon cookies. Yeah, because anytime those cookies are warm, my ass is eating them. Nothing is better than oatmeal raisin cookies that are still warm. And I'll tell you what, chocolate chip, I'm not a big chocolate chip fan, but if they're... Why did it just do that? My God, I hate these things. Having a real problem with these cameras, guys. I hate when it does that. And then it takes me 5 minutes to fix it. I've got everything turned off on the camera. It's on manual only. Everything's turned off. And every now and then I make just the right hand motion. I don't know what it is. You know, what if I do sign language? How would that work? I don't understand what see, nothing makes it do it. And then all of a sudden, I'll make a hand gesture and it'll zoom in. And I'm like, all that shit is turned off. All right, anyway. All right, guys, last call for the chat room. An Elizabeth Warren ad? What's she advertising? What, is she Muslim now or something? Is she 0.0375 Native American? Is that who you're talking about? Yeah, it must have been China. Hey, Victor, I don't mind doing it. I love doing it. All right, guys, let's see here. Yeah. Smokahontas. I love that. Yeah, I've been calling her Pocahontas ever since the day that Trump gave her the name Pocahontas. That's been her name. I call her Pocahontas. She's 0.00135 Native American. I got news. You could be from SETI Alpha 3 and be more Native American than her. She's about as honky as you can get. Foxon, however you want to pronounce that. That's pretty good. Daddy. He pushes, when you start scratching him, he'll push up against you as hard as he can because he wants you to scratch him really hard because he's got all this thick fur. And he'll do it so hard that if I move my hand, he'll just fly off onto the ground. I have to be really careful because as soon as I start petting him, he pushes into me. All right. Is an L shape? An L shape? L? L. 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 Loser. Loser. We were talking about AOC earlier. Loser. 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 I want you guys to remember something tonight.
You know, there's a fine line between an extended detention and an actual arrest. If he can't leave, then technically he's under arrest.
What the F is that? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know where that audio is coming from. Hey, guys. Where the hell's that audio coming from? I have no idea where that's coming from. Incredible. I've got audio on the system,
20,000 tips.
and I don't know where it's coming from. God, I hate that. I don't even see what it could be. I've just closed down most everything I got open. Oh, I bet you that's it. Yep, there it was. Fox News, man. I wish it wouldn't do that. I just want to remind you, this was AOC earlier today in her trip across the world where she's making contact with smart people around the world and looking really, really stupid doing it.
Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
You know, I think that this is such a, you know, I think that this is this is of course a very long-standing policy of the United States.
Oh, it's painful.
And I think what we are hoping for is that we want to make sure that we never get to that point, and we want to make sure that we are moving in all of our economic research and our global positions to avoid any such confrontation and for that question to even arise.
Would and should.
So there was no answer there after the 40 seconds of it was, you know, because it was it's kind of this, you know, it's and then when she finally started coming back out with sentences again, it was complete gibberish. You know, it's like she just like, yeah, we're gonna do good because good's better than bad and bad sucks, so we're gonna do good. It was one of those kind of statements. I know, she's just so dumb. She does. That's our word of tonight. Our word tonight. If you guys remember, when you have somebody that actually is too stupid to realize that they're stupid, this is what you end up with, and that's exactly what we have here. You've got someone that they don't realize that they're stupid. That's the bottom line. They don't realize that they're stupid. She is a box of rocks. Daddy Kitty, what are you doing? It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. I'm sorry, I couldn't come up with the exact thing, and I didn't want to blow it. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. That's tonight. You guys can use this tomorrow around the water cooler. The Dunning-Kruger effect. And it's basically people are unaware. And I don't think it's necessarily that they're unaware, but I think a lot of it just happens to be the fact that their ego can't support it. But there's actually a thing called that, and what it basically is these people have come together and they've said, look, here's what this is called. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect, and what it does, people who do not realize their own incompetence or lack of knowledge. If they're too stupid to realize they're stupid, or they're too unintelligent to realize that they're stupid, then that's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. And there is literally probably 1 in 5 people in our population suffer from this. And these are the kind of people that become, you know, the legend in their own mind and that kind of stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, she's going to be around for a while, guys. She's not, I don't think she's ever going to be wildly successful. But then again, you got to remember the other side loves stupid. Oh, what's Lindsey Graham talking about? I can't stand that guy. He's on our team, so I root for him. But Jesus, I don't like that guy. He's like, mealy mouth, whatever. All right. Anything else, guys? I'm going to let it go. I've been on 2 hours, 11 minutes. I don't see anything new coming in anywhere. I made a contact. We hooked the 15. I said this earlier, but I'll say it again. We hooked the 15-meter antenna up, and the very first voice I heard on there, I reached out to, and he answered me with an accent, and he was in Belgium on 15 meters in a pine forest. We were in a pine forest. A 15-meter ham stick, FT710, running 100 watts. And he was 5'9". We talked for probably 5, 6, 7 minutes about the weather here and the weather there and everything else. Really nice guy. All right, guys, I'm going to let it go. I'll play some music for a few minutes to wind us out. And hopefully you guys enjoy the music. If you want the music, I can always give you the link to it. I do give it away for free because I just want people to enjoy it. I don't, to me, it's not about, I want to make enough money that I can travel and stuff for you guys. But I'm not looking at a get-rich thing or anything. So it is what it is. All right, let's see here. All right, we're going to bring you out with some global warming hoax tonight. This is written in the spirit of Pink Floyd, Brick on the Wall. So here we go. And I'll play probably one more after that, and then I'll sign off for the night. You guys have a good night out there. 7-3s. My name's Ian. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth, live from my studio in the backyard here in North Fort Myers, Florida. This is Starship Adventures. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah. Crank it up. Another doomsday sermon from the left-wing choir. Global warming. Just the latest cold hit. Let's rock the truth. Your lefties scream the sky is falling, ice caps melting fast. Arctic on by 2013. Kiss my ass, that didn't last. Ice is piling up now, thicker than your lies. Miami streets flooding, dry as bone under Florida skies. Back in 75, you preached a coming ice age freeze. Global cool and doom, now that's a real disease. But temps went up, your predictions bombed. Just like Y2K, planes crashing, all coming bombed. It's all a hoax, a money grab, fear to fill their banks. Blind obedience to the code, thanks, but no thanks. Global warming hoax, the left's deranged religion, screaming end of days. But it's all fiction, pour more cash in, fix the planet's pain. But none of it happened again and again. You worship at the altar of climate change lies, debunked and disproven, open your eyes. It's a cult of doom, lefties on their knees. Global warming hoax, set us free. impossible, you said, right brothers laughed. Haley's Comet cyanide, panic for nothing, what a gaffe. Nuclear meltdowns everywhere, ulcers from stress alone. Bacteria busted that myth, left you on your throne. Famines in the 70s, society crumbling down. Innovation crushed your fears, wear that clown crown. Blind faith in science fiction, never proven right. Global warming cold. Good night. Left's doomsday fixation, debunked every time. Global warming hoax, rock on, truth, fade to black. Yo, it's 2020 same circus. New clowns in the street, left scream abolish ICE, while rocking the dumbest feats. Portland to Minneapolis, LA to the rest. Protests so ridiculous they fail every test. Grab the mic, let's roast this mess. No cap, straight facts, hypocrisy on blast. It comes the whack attack. Portland crew suit up like a kid's birthday gone wrong. Giant inflatable frogs, unicorns, zebras in a throng. Chickens, hot dogs, clowns trying to diss on the feds. One frog gets pepper right in the vent. Now that's viral cred. Tactical frivolity, now that's just a college degree. While academics nod like deep symbolism, see. Y'all boycott big tech, switch to DVDs in the bus, but still post on phones. Man, logic got dust. Melt the ice with rage, knitting caps, yo. Low dildos at the fence, hit your own side, though. Yank ice cube from lattes, screaming the shop. Hypocrisy so thick, it will never stop. Anti-ice heroes more like comedy gold. Doing the most ridiculous things ever told. From sea to shine to sea, the left's on parade. Turning serious fights into clown charade. Minneapolis matters, hundreds of dildos in flight. Over the fence at ice, bouncing left and right. Pelt your own supporter truck covered in shame. Dude yelling out, with y'all, y'all still throw the game. Rage knit, melt the ice, beanie, sparkly nails on fleek. Hand paint protest, pics on your fingers, peak technique. American girl dolls with tiny signs in hand. Cursor says, screw ice, yo, that's the brand. Louisville coffee shop drama, yanking cues some drinks. Filming it like it's revolution, man, what y'all think? Wheelchair warrior chases ice age down the block. Dude running scared, viral comedy stock. Force drivers to denounce on cam 2020 vibes again. Intimidation tactics, not just activism, friend. Interrupt church service, face sack, slaps them down. Live stream the arrest, holy hypocrisy crown. Clergy at the airport chanting, airlines kick ice out. Sit-ins at City Hall, reading stories while blocking the route. Swarm Trump Tower, occupy the floor. Chant victim names like it's open mic war. Fake ice boozers got y'all paranoid as hell. Stealing flowers from dead women with tales y'all tell. Deny arrest from access, smash hotel glass on a hunch. Rumors run wild, y'all punch first, ass lunch. Melt the ice, frog suits getting sprayed. Throw sex toys at random, chaos never delayed. Boycott DVDs, but tweet from your phone. Hypocrisy king, y'all sitting on the throne. Fall clumsy arrest, tripping over barriers. Yo, memes roast y'all harder than the status quo. Portland, Minneapolis, LA in the mix. Anti-ice circus, pure clown politics. Yeah. Pure clown politics. Pure clown politics. So keep knitting, keep throwing, keep dressing absurd, while the rest watch laughing at every word. Light C90's flow, 2020 sits foolery. Classic, left's own worst enemy. Straight tragic comment. Mic drop, peace.
All right, everybody. My name's Ian. It's been my pleasure to be your host this evening. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Sights and Sounds of Earth. We'll be back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for another episode of the Sights and Sounds of Earth. Please join us then. This does conclude our broadcast day here on Starship Adventures. Everybody, please have a great night and a safe tomorrow. 7 3s. Kilo Oscar 4, Echo Foxtrot Sierra, QSY, clear frequency. Have a good night.
The sun.